The internet right now is completely flooded with fake so-called free AI video tools. But if you're a serious content creator and you have actually tried to use any of them for more than 5 minutes, you already know the brutal truth. They are nothing but disguised free trials locked tightly behind massive, expensive monthly paywalls. And honestly, even if a platform does not immediately hit you with a massive credit card pop-up, the actual video quality they give free users is usually so incredibly low that the final clip becomes completely unusable. We are talking about terrible character morphing, backgrounds melting into the sky, and absolute AI slop that instantly ruins your audience retention and kills your channel's growth. That massive frustration is exactly why I personally spent the last few weeks testing over 50 different AI video platforms. I wanted to see which ones are actually free to use and, most importantly, which ones give you premium cinematic results that are actually usable for a serious YouTube automation channel instead of just feeding you basic AI slop. I filtered out all the garbage, the scams, and the useless tools, and I actually narrowed it down to the final 8 elite platforms. And the absolute best part about this list is that some of these hidden tools are currently giving you free access to the highly anticipated Seedance 2.0 model, which is arguably the greatest AI video engine on the planet right now. So grab your notebooks, click the links, safely sitting in the description, and let us deeply test every single one of them together. Let us dive directly in. The very first tool on my master list is Qwen. Do not let its basic interface fool you. Qwen is significantly more than just a simple video rendering tool. It is actually a completely unified, all-in-one creator ecosystem. Once you load directly into its main homepage from the link below, the absolute first thing you need to do is navigate to the chat interface. Now, if you just directly ask the standard chat to generate a video for you like you would on other basic platforms, the system will instantly throw up an error message stating something like, "I'm not capable of generating videos." But there is a massive back-end trick to completely bypass this block. First, use its highly intelligent LLM model to craft a deeply detailed prompt about whatever cinematic scene you want. Let the AI do the heavy lifting for your scene description. Once the AI writes your master prompt, click the plus sign located in the chat interface. This hidden menu completely unlocks all the visual generative features. Select the dedicated video generation feature and a completely new interface will pop up. Here, simply paste the highly detailed prompt the AI just wrote for you, carefully select your desired aspect ratio for either widescreen YouTube or vertical shorts, and confidently hit Generate. The engine will instantly start processing your video, and within about a single minute, your fully rendered video is ready. To be completely honest with you, the final video quality is incredibly smooth, highly detailed, and completely usable for a professional project. However, to keep this review perfectly objective, there are a few negative constraints you absolutely must know. The absolute maximum duration for a single clip is hard capped at exactly 5 seconds. Furthermore, if you try to force the engine to generate highly complex multi-scene narrative videos with massive camera pans, the system completely panics and starts outputting heavily distorted clips. So, if you just desperately need a basic, high-quality B-roll video generator for standard insert shots, this might be entirely good enough for your workflow. To bypass the engine panic and get the ultimate top-tier results out of Qwen, I strongly recommend utilizing their image-to-video pipeline. This completely removes the structural stress off the video model because it no longer has to invent the scene from scratch. Also, keep your motion prompts extremely concise and strictly to the point. Do not overcomplicate the movement. When you utilize the image-to-video feature with a concise prompt, the results are absolutely phenomenal and definitely premium enough to be used in monetized content. For my final verdict, I will surely say that Qwen is a highly reliable free option. While it is not fully unlimited, it allows you to effortlessly generate around 5 to 10 cinematic videos without triggering any annoying cooldown timers or paywalls. The next incredible platform is one of my absolute favorite hidden tools on the internet, and it is known as Arena. This is not your standard commercial generator. It is basically the central testing ground utilized by massive tech companies to blind test their brand new models, where actual users like us get to vote and establish the global ranking of the best engines. After you quickly sign up for a free account, you will instantly land on their main dashboard. First off, let us easily find out what the absolute best tools on the market are right now by navigating directly to their massive leaderboard section. They have meticulously categorized absolutely everything. For raw text-to-video capabilities, the undisputed top model right now is the Veo Omni engine. And for the highly controlled image-to-video pipeline, the absolute king is, exactly as expected, the Seedance 2 engine. The best thing about this video today is that both of those god-tier models will be heavily covered in the upcoming tools on this list. Now, navigate directly to the New Chat button and actively select the Battle Mode option. You must choose this exact mode because the elite image and video features are exclusively available inside this specific testing environment. Select the video option and paste your master cinematic prompt. The system will take a bit of processing time, but it will eventually present you with two completely different, highly detailed videos rendered by two anonymous competing models. You can instantly see that both results are incredibly high quality, but I personally analyze the motion blur and lighting. I will select the one that looks better and cast my vote. The absolute second you vote, the platform reveals the hidden identities of the models, and you will usually find that they are both sitting squarely in the top 5 global rankings. You can freely test this tool however you want to benchmark your prompts, but it gets better. If you navigate to the direct chat interface, you can manually choose the absolute best AI models on the planet, like the latest Claude LLM, and brutally test its logic and prompt writing completely for free. So yeah, this specific tool is an absolute goldmine if you want to aggressively test different models side by side and just have fun analyzing the industry. However, if you want a highly stable, organized, creative workspace for daily content production, I think this might not be the absolute best dedicated tool for your final workflow. This next amazing tool is an absolute industry disruptor because it legally allows us to utilize the highly premium Seedance engine completely for free. Just click the link to access this specific platform and quickly sign up using a standard throwaway email address. Once you finally load in, you might be extremely underwhelmed because you will see a pretty generic, boring user interface. But absolutely trust me on this, the underlying power of this tool is staggering. Look directly at the bottom taskbar where you have multiple different workflow options. Click on the button labeled More and actively select Create Video. Now, if you look at the backend parameters, you will clearly see that it utilizes the Seedance 2 Fast model. This specific model is a highly optimized, slightly compressed version of their flagship model, but if you utilize the correct prompt engineering, it delivers the exact same cinematic results as the paid tier. So I will confidently feed it a highly engineered, deeply complex prompt, select the exact clip duration according to my specific narrative needs, and smash the generate button. The tool will instantly connect to the servers and start generating the video. Once it is completely ready, hit play. As you can clearly see, the output is absolutely mind-blowing. Truly, Seedance 2 is just far too good for the current market. The structural video composition, the dynamic lighting, and the camera pacing are flawlessly executed. The absolute craziest feature is that it generates highly accurate native audio synced directly to the video, which makes the final clip way more realistic and immersive for the viewer. Now let us push this engine to its absolute limits by testing the image-to-video pipeline. I will open a brand new chat, select the dedicated image generation feature, and generate a few base images until I lock in the perfect cinematic composition. Once I get the absolute best static result, I will bounce directly back to the video section, upload that master image, and this time give the engine a very basic, highly concise motion prompt. Hit generate, and in just a short moment, the final video is completely ready. As you can clearly see right now, this specific pipeline made the video come out massively sharper. The textures are significantly more defined, and the physical movements became far more natural and believable. So yeah, this tool is an incredibly powerful asset to have in your arsenal. The only real constraint is that it is not fully unlimited. It safely allows you to generate roughly 5 to 7 premium free videos per single day before capping out. But do not worry, I actually have a highly secretive backend method to bypass that limit for truly unlimited videos. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to drop that tutorial next. But even without that unlimited exploit, this tool is a massive pass from my side and a must-use for serious creators. The absolute next tool on our roster is a completely unlimited, highly aggressive generation hub known as Meta AI. Yes, this is officially developed by Facebook, and absolutely trust me, this is a platform completely worth building an entire production workflow around, but only if you utilize it properly. After signing up for your account, navigate straight into the primary Create section. Here you have the raw power to generate both high-fidelity images and dynamic videos. Let us aggressively test the image generation first. I just copy and pasted a complex prompt and hit generate. It instantly started processing, and in a fleeting moment, I received 4 ultra-realistic, highly distinct images. Here is exactly where 99% of amateur creators make a massive channel-killing mistake. They just blindly accept the very first generation result and move on, even if it looks slightly weird. But as we already know, this specific platform is 100% completely unlimited. Therefore, the professional strategy is to relentlessly hit the regenerate button over and over again until we get the absolute, undisputed best possible result. Do not settle for mediocrity when the tool gives you infinite re-rolls. Once you lock in your absolute perfect image, click directly on it. This opens a massive suite of different options to either color, edit the frame, or fully animate it. If you desperately want the character to perform a highly specific physical motion, click on the Custom Animate button and carefully add your specific motion prompt. Once you are done, this engine will output a fully animated video sequence. To be brutally honest, the underlying video model does not currently have the absolute best, most fluid animations on the market. But again, because it is completely unlimited, we can just keep rendering and tweaking the prompt infinitely until we get the absolute perfect, usable shot. Now, Meta naturally places a highly annoying watermark on your final video. But to get a completely watermark-free video, you just have to execute a very simple developer trick. Click directly on the finished video, right-click your mouse, and select the Inspect or Inspect Element option from your browser menu. This opens the backend code. Navigate through the highlighted code, select the video container, and you will clearly see a direct media URL. Just copy that exact URL string, paste it directly into a brand new browser tab, and hit enter. Boom! You now have full access to your high-resolution, completely watermark-free video file, ready to be downloaded and imported into your timeline. Now, the next extremely powerful tool we have is actually secretly developed by TikTok. Yes, the social media giant silently launched a dedicated platform specifically designed to create highly viral UGC ads. And absolutely trust me, this is a massive, full-scale generation hub. Just sign up using your standard credentials, and once you are fully loaded into the dashboard, navigate directly to the primary Create page. Here, you have the capability to generate both stunning images and highly optimized videos. Let us heavily test the raw text-to-video capabilities first. I fed it the exact same master prompt we used earlier, and I deliberately selected the massive 12-second duration option. I hit generate, and in just a quick moment, our complete video is completely ready for playback. As you can clearly hear and see, the video is absolutely amazing, and it even natively generates highly accurate synchronized audio to match the visual context. Although this entire platform is absolutely packed full of highly useful, premium features like completely interactive AI avatars and so much more, we are going to strictly stick to the basic video generation today. But if you want a massive, full in-depth, hour-long tutorial breaking down every single feature of this TikTok engine, do let me know in the comments. The absolute next crucial thing we are going to test is the image-to-video pipeline. I uploaded my master static image, gave it a motion prompt, and just look at the cinematic video it returned. It is just absolutely amazing. And the absolute best part about this platform is the economy. Although it is technically not fully unlimited forever, the platform gives you a massive allowance of 1,000 free credits every single week. That massive stack allows you to effortlessly create almost 80 high-quality videos per week without spending a single dollar. The only real major constraint to be aware of is that this engine strictly only allows you to output vertical videos. So, if you deeply need a dedicated UGC video generator, or you are heavily building a massive faceless presence on TikTok, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, this tool is an absolute, undeniable goldmine for your business. The next absolute powerhouse tool we have is also a fully unlimited environment, and it is called Qwen AI. When you first log in and set up your workspace, you will receive an initial stack of exactly 10 credits. But do not start panicking about running out, because I am about to show you how to make it completely unlimited. Navigate directly to the Create section. This is a massive hub where you can generate hyper-realistic images, cinematic videos, interactive avatars, and even execute highly complex motion control parameters. Now, look closely at the user interface. If you manually toggle the specific credit switch to the off position, you will immediately see that this tool now legally allows you to generate massive videos for exactly 0 credits. The only slight trade-off is that turning the credits off slows down the server generation time just a little bit, placing you in a slightly slower queue. But the absolute best thing is that you get premium generation completely for free. The greatest advantage of Qwen AI is that it flawlessly allows for complex multi-scene generation. As you can clearly see from the test on your screen, this tool absolutely nailed the video prompt. It successfully rendered highly realistic background motion, and most importantly, it structurally holds the main character's physical consistency perfectly, even when transitioning through multiple different camera angles and scenes. Along with the flawless visual consistency, it also generates highly immersive ambient audio. For my money, if you need consistency without paying, this is currently the absolute best free tool you can possibly use on the entire internet. The next tool on our massive list naturally allows us to utilize the highly coveted Seedance models directly from the source. This is the official developer site of Seedance. Just navigate straight to the Playground section located in the main header. Here you have an entire drop-down list of almost all of the Seedance models ever released. Unfortunately, because they heavily gatekeep their absolute best tech, this specific free sandbox does not currently allow you to access the absolute latest Seedance 2.0 model. However, you can still easily utilize the incredibly powerful Seedance 1.5 Pro version completely for free. And the absolute best thing about this playground environment is that you have a completely separate, isolated credit quota for each individual model version. This means if you run out of credits on one model, you just switch to another one and keep rendering. The major catch, and the reason this is not my number one pick, is that these free sandbox credits do not have a strictly fixed time for renewal. Sometimes they refill daily, sometimes they take a week. So it is not really that useful for building a highly predictable daily content pipeline. But if you're in an absolute pinch and you have some massive projects stuck on a tight deadline, you can always utilize this sandbox as a highly reliable emergency backup generator. The absolute final tool on our master list is arguably the most powerful because it allows us direct access to the highly anticipated Veo Omni model, which is currently statistically outranking the mighty Seedance 2 on multiple leaderboards. This official site is called Google Flow. If you navigate directly into the image generation section, you will instantly notice that raw image generation actually costs exactly 0 credits. And the underlying engine it utilizes is the incredibly advanced Nano Banana model. So you guys can easily sit here for hours and completely create your entire complex video storyboard from scratch using Nano Banana without spending a single penny. And when you finally transition over to the video generation model, you will see that we can legally create a massive, highly cinematic, 12-second video shot utilizing the flagship Flash Omni engine for a mere 15 credits. And the absolute best part is that Google Flow generously gives you a massive stack of daily refreshing credits, so you guys can easily use this elite tool as a primary daily driver for your content creation. So, after testing over 50 platforms, here is my final highly optimized master advice for building your ultimate production workflow. If you guys need to make long-form videos that require absolutely perfect, flawless character consistency across multiple shots, make sure you actively go watch my previous dedicated video on that exact topic right after this. If you are just creating general cinematic videos, you absolutely must construct your entire visual storyboard using Google Flow first, heavily utilizing the free Nano Banana engine to lock in your frames. If there are any highly complex scenes in your script that require extreme high motion, dynamic tracking, or intense visual complexity, directly feed those locked frames into the Veo Omni model inside Flow. If you ever completely run out of those daily credits, immediately pivot and use the free Seedance 2 tool to finish those high motion shots. Once you finish the complex high motion sequences, you can easily utilize Meta AI or Qwen to mass generate all of the basic single scene B-roll shots. And finally, if you desperately want to generate seamless multi-scene cinematic flows without losing character geometry, just utilize the completely unlimited One AI trick. I truly hope you loved the massive value in this video and that it completely transforms your channel workflow. This is me, Max. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the void.